And he kind of took me under his wing, like after practice. I used to think practice was enough. After practice, it was his other gym we used to go work out, and he would drag me to the gym.
Have you heard more good things about the portal from those players and from your former teammates, or more bad things? What do you attribute to that? Is it the system? Is it the coaches, teammates? You being from the JUCO level, have you tried to fight for your years back at all? What's the number one thing he's truly taught you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here with guard from Prairie View A&M, the Panthers, Dontae Horne. Dontae, you're averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists this season, and one of the best players in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. You're currently 7th in the conference in scoring. Congratulations. Thank you for taking the time to be here. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. Well, not too good, but I'm just glad to be able to be home and be able to do this interview.
Yeah, we really appreciate your time being here. You just got back from Florida. How was the trip to Florida?
It wasn't a successful trip. We went in with the mindset of obviously coming back home 2-0, and if not, at least getting split. But we ended up not being able to do either. So it wasn't. Really don't like Florida right now. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel that. Back in Texas, for anyone who doesn't know where Prairie View A&M is, what's your experience been like this so far this season at Prairie View?
Oh, I love it here. It's such as like a community here. Like I just feel like I belong, and I don't feel like out of place. And I feel like that's helping me helping my game as well, because like it's just a lot of camaraderie here. And I can't say nothing bad about it. I love it here.
Now you're from Memphis, Tennessee. What are the biggest differences between Memphis and Texas?
A lot. Memphis is really small. Memphis is really dangerous. Like you gotta always have your head on the swivel. But when I'm here, it's like Texas just not even just Prairie View, because I was in San Marcos too. Texas is just a beautiful place, and if I get the chance to stay in Texas, I probably would, because I like it in Texas.
You like Texas more than Tennessee?
Yeah,
That's
I always
fair.
love home, but
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, you grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. When you were growing up, was basketball always the number one thing for you? Did you have any other interests? Did you have any other sports interests? What was it like growing up in Memphis?
Actually, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't take basketball serious until like the 7th grade. Like I played basketball outside. I played pee wee football. I played baseball in middle school, but I didn't really play on a team. I played church league basketball, but I didn't really play on a team to 7th grade. Like my first time trying out for a team for real was my middle school team, and I made it. And I didn't know like how far it was getting me. I was just playing it just to have fun, but I really took it serious like high school. So really, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but it just so happened the ball just fell in my hand. I have my family is kind of like a basketball family anyway, so I think they probably egged it on too. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't know what I was gonna do.
7th grade seems kind of like a later start than most people do, and you still were able to make something of basketball. You're obviously playing very well this year, one of the better scorers in the country. Good for you. That's impressive to get the later start, but still make it work for yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You mentioned you took it more seriously in high school. At what point in high school did you realize that you had an opportunity to play college basketball?
I didn't know. I didn't know about the recruitment process probably till my 11th grade year. When I actually started playing, because 9th grade I made the varsity team, and I didn't play much. I didn't play much in 9th grade year. I didn't play much 10th grade year, but the 11th grade year I actually played, and I didn't find out about the recruitment process until like that time. Like I didn't know how it went down. I didn't know nothing. It just happened. It just happened.
Did you just get a letter in the mail, and that's how you were kind of thrown into the world?
So I won't say I got a letter in the mail. It it was a point guard. His name is Desmond Johnson, and
Mm,
I looked up to him because I was, I was a freshman, and by the time when he was leaving, I seen him like getting like coaches contacting him or coaches coming to school to talk to him, and like I was curious. I'm like, what's going on? Like, who are these
mm,
people? And he told me like these are schools that want me to come play for their program. And he was like, and he kind of took me under his wing. Like after practice, I used to think practice was enough.
mm,
After practice, it was this other gym we used to go to go work out, and he would drag me to the gym. Like he would make sure I went to the gym with him because I always thought practice was just enough. I didn't think extra
mm,
work because, like I said, I wasn't taking basketball serious. I was just having fun. So
mhm.
he started just breaking stuff down like that to me, and then they just got more and more interesting. And I'm like, okay, I really want to do this. Like I really want to get a chance to go to college and make a name for myself.
So it sounds like this teammate of yours you owe him a lot for influencing you to play basketball, take it more seriously, and then get to college.
Yeah, I do. I
Where
do.
where did he end up playing?
I know he went to Monmouth, but after
Mm,
that, I really don't know. I think he had some issues that he probably had to step away from basketball
mm.
for. But I always thank him for taking me under his wing because if he didn't, I wouldn't know what extra work or hard work is for real.
Mm. What was the best piece of advice you got either from him or another coach or a mentor of some kind? What was the best piece of advice?
Ooh, I got some advice from a lot of people.
Let's hear it.
um,
Yeah.
um, let's see. So I ain't talked to him in a while, but he used to always tell me that I'm gonna be good. And I mean,
Mm,
I think that's pretty cliche because I feel like a lot of older players tell younger players that, but he used to tell me that I was gonna be good, and that's why he only drugged me to the gym with him. Like he said, he used to tell me, I don't ask nobody else to come to the gym with me. I just make sure
mm,
you in the gym with me. So they just like people just always told me I got a godfather. He actually kind of helped out too because he started. I played for his church league, and then I said I wanted to play more, and then he started an AAU team so I can play. And
mm,
I talk to him all the time. I talk to him. I talk to him. I talked to him like yesterday, and he always just saying like, just control what you can control, control your
mm,
emotions, and just go out there and give it your all. He's like Texas Southern. He told me he texted me the day before the game. He's like, refuse to lose. Don't go out there and lose. Like refuse to lose. So I get a lot of advice from a lot of important people in my life. My dad too. My dad says a lot of crazy stuff too, but he says a lot. So it's kind of tough love with my pop. So yeah,
it's funny you bring up the Texas Southern game. He gives you that advice, and then you just go out and have 23 points against Texas Southern. Good for you.
yeah,
It's fun. Hey, that's all you needed that game. Just a little bit of good advice.
yeah. Just a little boost.
Mhm. Now, you've played at multiple places. You've been to Georgia, you're in Texas now, you've been to Oklahoma, obviously from Memphis. Basketball aside, what's been the biggest thing you've learned from being in so many places?
To adapt, to adjust.
Mm,
Being in a lot of places, a lot of different places, you see a lot of different cultures. Like when I was in Oklahoma, it was
mm,
real country. I liked
mm,
it. I mean, I wasn't used to it, so I
mm,
had to adjust. Texas is real like Texas is real cool. Georgia was kind of like I really can't explain Georgia, but um, you just learn to adapt and adjust to your environment, and I feel like that's a plus for me because more than likely I might be going, more than likely I might be going overseas, and I feel like
right.
me being able to go from place to place and learn how to adjust, I feel like it would be easy for me to adjust when I'm somewhere else as well. So
That's a really good point. Most overseas players, and I think a lot of Americans don't know this. Those contracts, like you're basically in a new place every single year if you're fortunate enough to play overseas and play in Europe and everything. So your
yes, sir.
ability to adapt has to be on the fly because you're probably going to be playing with a whole new coaching staff, whole new teammates, whole new area of Europe the next year.
Yes, sir.
And it sounds like it's right up your alley.
Yes, sir. I mean, hey, it seems pretty easy to me.
What's been your favorite area you've been so far?
Texas. I love
Texas.
Samo. Samo's the best. Not gonna lie,
You like
Samo's
San Marcos?
is yeah, it's gorgeous out there. Like I'm not
Mm.
gonna lie, it's very gorgeous. I love Samo, and I can say here because of like I said, like the camaraderie here and the love here. But Texas for sure.
Mm. You mentioned a little bit how you had maybe an unconventional recruiting process out of high school. You kind of got exposed to it later. You were just kind of figure it out as you go along.
Yeah.
What's one thing about your recruiting process that you could maybe tell a high school kid today and give them advice from based on your experiences?
Do your research.
Mm,
Um, a lot. I didn't really do research. I mean, I just did like word of mouth from what the coaches told me. Like, also
mm,
listen to what the coaches tell you, but also do your own research because
mm,
you got to make sure your playing style fit into the playing style you're going to. Like,
mm,
a lot of players want to come in and be themselves, like be able to play how they usually play. And some
mm,
programs actually have their play style, but some programs don't. So it can really throw you off if you're not used to playing that way, and you can
mm,
be mentally unhappy. So do your research and see how their playing style is, so you can make sure you go into a place that you can go be you,
mm.
basically.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, out of high school, you went the junior college route. Um, what led you down the junior college route? Did you have Division I offers? Did you have D2 offers? What ultimately led you to Oklahoma and junior college?
Actually, when I got out of high school, I didn't have no offers. I was
Mm,
told to go JUCO, but I wanted to go. But the JUCO I was told to go to was in Memphis, and I wasn't going to that JUCO. No disrespect to them, but I wasn't. I didn't. I'm like, no, I got to get out of Memphis. So I
that's
did prep
fair.
school. I did post grad for a year,
Mm,
and I started off with one team. I'm just bouncing around. I started off with one team, one post grad team, but we weren't really playing. Like the first semester, we weren't really playing. Nobody had no traction. So I went to
mhm,
another post grad school, and it was Memphis Day. And that one semester, I had like probably 10 JUCO offers.
mm.
And what led me to going to Oklahoma was that Scott Egger, Coach Egger, that's my favorite coach of all time. I love him. um, he already knew my family. He
Mm,
recruited my uncle. I think when he was it was either at Arkansas or Murray State. He recruited my uncle. My dad used to tell me stories of how he used to come see my uncle and like try to get him to come. So it's like it was already like in the bloodline. Like you already know
mm,
my family. You want me. My pops was like, we can't let this one pass because my pops think he's a great coach, and honestly, I do too. So I was like, you know what? I'm going there.
mm. Now, you went to Eastern Oklahoma State. Coach Scott Egger, your favorite coach. What was one thing that just you loved about playing for him?
You gonna learn to be tough. You're
Mm,
gonna actually work on your game. He's gonna actually push you. Now he might talk to you crazy. He
mhm,
might talk to you crazy, and sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need somebody that talks to you crazy and that's gonna push you, but he's also gonna care for you. Like he's
mm,
gonna go. He's not only gonna talk crazy to you, but if somebody disrespects you, he's gonna go to bat for you as well. He cares about his players. I tell you that.
mm,
He still texts us to this day, and he's done coaching. He
mm.
still texts us. He still watches us. He still check our stats, and can't do you can't just overlook that. Like you
Mm.
gonna learn it. Like with him, like you gonna learn. You gonna definitely learn to be tough and definitely learn to be a dog.
So it sounds like he's just looking out for the well-being of his players, not only from a basketball standpoint, but from a life and from being a man perspective.
Yes, sir. Definitely. He
Mm,
he would text you all types of quotes. He'll send you your stats when you don't even think he's paying attention. Like
interesting.
he's a caring person.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's those type of people are rare. I can see why
Yes,
you liked him.
sir. Yes, sir.
At junior college, you spent a couple years at Eastern Oklahoma State, and then you went on to Howard and played there. What was the biggest lesson that JUCO taught you?
The biggest lesson that JUCO taught me, you gotta grind. You gotta want it. It's not easy. You gotta actually want it. And when you get to that next level, you gotta keep that same grind. Like you can't just
Mm,
get to that next level and be like you made it. No, you gotta keep that same grind because JUCO is a grind. It's not as bad as some people make it seem because you
mhm,
do make a lot of good connections there in JUCO. Like I actually had
mhm,
more fun in JUCO than I had in D1 ball because of the connections I
mm.
made. So
That makes sense.
it is a grind, but it's fun as well. You get to
What uh
blossom.
what do you think's the biggest thing that people get wrong about JUCO? That they maybe they saw Last Chance U on Netflix a couple of years ago. Now they have this notion about it,
Yeah.
and you're here to say like, no, that's completely wrong.
Nah, it's not. It's not like that. I think a lot of people think JUCO is a bad route, and I think a lot of people think JUCO is not
Mm,
good competition. JUCO is actually great competition. I play against a lot of players that signed D1 in
mhm.
both leagues I've been in. So JUCO it literally is a it is great competition, and you can be seen. Like
Mm.
yeah,
I would agree with that. I think a lot of people get the JUCO route wrong just because they're like, oh, you couldn't make it at this level. That's why you're at junior college, which
yeah.
isn't true whatsoever. Most
It,
of the time, most of the time when people are at the junior college level, they're trying to claw their way up to the top, and it's almost a more pure form of basketball.
yes, sir. Definitely.
Now you're a product of the transfer portal for one the JUCO level, and then at the Division One level as well.
Yes,
What do you
sir.
think is the biggest thing that people get wrong about the transfer portal?
I think a lot of people think the transfer portal is I think I'm gonna say the gateway.
Mm,
Um the answer. I don't think the transfer portal is honestly the answer. I mean, I had to do the transfer portal for two different reasons because I had to and because my coach was retiring. So I
mm,
think a lot of people think the transfer portal is the answer, which the transfer portal can be really scary. It can be really scary. You can hear from coaches the first week, like 10 different coaches. The second week you can
mhm,
probably hear from one.
mm,
Like it can go up and down. I mean JUCO, when I announced I was going back to JUCO for the COVID year,
mhm.
um I started getting calls and I kind of committed kind of fast. So I really can't tell you about that transfer portal. But D1 level is it can get scary. It definitely can get scary. I mean, it can be an answer, but at the same time, it can't. It's like really a risk because like
Mm,
more and more people enter the transfer portal every year, like
right.
every single year, and it's just sometimes you can get stuck in it.
As someone who's been through it twice now, been with multiple teammates who have also been through it. Have you heard more good things about the portal from those players and from your former teammates, or more bad things?
Um, I think I always heard good things. I really never
Hmm,
heard bad things per se, or I don't think they would want to talk about it if it
that makes
was
sense.
bad. So as far as I can say, I heard good things. Like me personally, when it was going bad for me, I didn't. I was like, hey, it's bad. Like I didn't
Mhm.
really care to like have the fact that it was bad. Like, hey, going kind of bad for me, but I never had really heard it from other people.
I think one of the most interesting things you always hear about the portal is everyone says it's bad here, it's bad there, like it needs to change, all like need to get rid of it, all this. But at the end of the
Hmm.
day, you hear nothing but good things from the players who go through it on a year to year basis.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do
That's
you think
definitely
that
true.
is? Think it's just an outsider not knowing what's going on?
Yeah, yeah, it possibly could be. And then also it's a lot of news. It's like I feel like it's because it's like you feel wanted. People like
Mm,
feeling wanted, and during the portal, when you have multiple coaches talking to you, you feel wanted. So it's like I
that's a
feel
good
like that's
point.
why, yeah, it's a good feeling for some people.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You've settled into Prairie View A&M this year. Again, having a good scoring year. good individual year. What do you attribute to that? Is it the system? Is it the coaches, teammates versus other systems and other schools you've been at?
I think it is the system. It's the coach. Like my coach here remind me of Coach Egger. And when I was with Coach Egger, I played well because I felt the love and the care. So from here, I feel the same. Like I not only that, like this is my last year, but I feel the same way about this coach because he actually cares. He actually comes in and will want you to work on your game. Like in practice, we start out of practice like basically like a workout first, and it's like he wants you to work on your individual game. He knows that all of us have an individual goal, even him, and he don't try to knock people for having that goal. Like he try to push you to get to that goal, but also do it as a team. So I think him just because it took a little minute for him to allow me to just be me. But when he did, he just never looked back.
You mentioned Coach Smith. Is he more of a defensive guy, offensive guy? What's the hardest part about playing for Coach Smith?
What's the hardest part? You got to be mentally tough. He is a defensive guy. He worried about defense. He more worried about defense than offense. Offense, he'll just we'll run sets, but he'll just let you do you as long as you can score. But he's more worried about defense, and you also have to be mentally tough. Me, I'm okay with how he yell and scream and do all of this because I always tell every coach. I had Coach Egger, tough coach. I had my dad, my first coach, horrible coach. Okay, let me tell you, horrible. Will talk to me any type of way, but I thank him. I was just playing, Pops. You're not a horrible coach, but I thank him. I thank him for. I told him this the other day. I thank him for like being able to get on me like he did when I was growing up playing ball. Because now it's like, all right, I'm used to this. It's not gonna really faze me. Like I can still go. Like I can get the message while you yelling. Because my pops used to always say, don't listen to how I'm saying it. Listen to what I'm saying. And I can get the message. You can yell, you can curse, you can scream, and I can go back out there and I can still play how I play because it's not phasing me. It's just I know what you're trying to say.
It's a good quality. It's a good quality to have.
It's the heat of the game, and also that you passionate. Like I'm passionate too, so it's just to me it's like give that. Hey, you passionate about the game just as much as I am. You want to win just as much as I want to win. So if you have something to say to me, no matter how bad it's coming across, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not going to take it and just pout. I'm gonna just take it, get back on the court, and apply it.
What are you most thankful for playing for Coach Smith? What has he taught you? What's the number one thing he's truly taught you?
What has he taught me? He taught me that this opportunity is a great opportunity. A lot of people don't get this chance. He really taught me how to be grateful because it's a lot. I realize there's a lot of people, even though the SWAC is quote unquote low major, it's a lot of people that's not here that would love to be in my shoes.
That's a good way of looking at it.
So he just taught me to be grateful, and he taught me to like I already said, I'm mentally tough already. So it's just the tough, the being more tough, basically.
You can never. I don't think you can ever be too tough.
Yeah.
You've been through the college system. What do you think is the biggest problem with college basketball today?
Allowing NBA players to come back. I'm just saying.
I agree with that.
Right now is I feel like it's taken away from a lot of high school players. Like if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna allow people to come back from the NBA, if high school players go to JUCO, I feel like you shouldn't count them years. Because you got people, even that's not in the NBA, you got people coming from overseas that's a freshman at 22, 23 years old. So when they done, they're gonna be like 27. So it's like to me, it's like college basketball has become more of the G League than the G League itself. Because a lot of players would like to go back to college more than they would seem like they would like to play in the NBA.
That's a good way of putting it.
I feel like if you allow these NBA players to come back, you're going to like. I feel like at the end of the year, when basketball is over, you're going to have a lot of seniors just because they allow G League players, NBA players to come back, trying to appeal and trying to gain an extra year just because of it.
Mm.
Because I'd heard next year they having the 5th year rule or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like a lot of seniors are going to try to press for another year just because of what they allowed to happen.
Right, right. That's an interesting way of putting it. You bring up the junior college years not counting. I feel like Diego Pavia on the football side was kind of like the first one to like really get that going. You being from the JUCO level, have you tried to fight for your years back at all?
I mean, I got 1 year. Shout out to Diego. That's my guy.
Mm.
I don't know him though, but that's my guy. I got 1 year back.
Okay.
I mean, and that is this year. I mean, I went to
Mm-hmm.
JUCO 3 years, but one was
Mm-hmm.
COVID. So if I do try to fight to get one back, I have one more. I mean, I would try, but it's like, would I really get it? Like, I'm a player. I'm a player. Diego had to. He had his resume. He's SEC player.
Mm.
I'm a SWAC player. They probably give more respect to him than they would to me because of the
That
conferences.
makes sense. That
So
makes
I
sense.
mean, I have been told. I have lawyers hit me up about trying to gain the extra year, and I let them just. I'm like, if you do, just I really don't care. I would love to play another year. You know,
Right.
transfer somewhere higher. Get all the more benefits. Anybody would love that, but
Right.
I can't. I'm being realistic with myself. It probably don't happen.
That's fair. And then you'll try to just play overseas like you want to anyway.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense. You mentioned the pro players coming back to college and how that needs to change. Outside of that, if you were the commissioner of the NCAA and you have a magic wand, what changes would you make right now?
I seen something. Somebody on Instagram that was like, that should go back to how it regularly was when you transfer. You have to sit out a year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would at least go back to that. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how I would handle it because it is chaotic. So I know there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of pressure on him or whoever the person is. So
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what I would do. I really never thought about it that way. I just seen people ideas and like I'll like agree to it. Like I'll be like,
Mm.
okay, I can see that. Okay, I feel like this would work, but I really never. I don't think I could just be like, well, for one, you can't come back from the G League or the NBA. Don't matter.
Yeah, I would
You
agree with
you,
that.
you already left. Like leave it alone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
um. Other than that, I feel like the money thing too. The money thing kind of made it worse. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad as athletes we get paid, but like,
There needs to be some kind of limit to it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's fair. You mentioned the idea of still bringing back the sitting out year. You would still be a proponent of that, even though you've gone through this process yourself, and maybe you would have had to sit out a year. You'd be okay with that.
yeah, I would because I feel like it would have gave me time to like actually like learn my coach and my coach to learn
Interesting.
me and also for me to work on my game. Like now,
Interesting.
I feel like nowadays with the portal, a coach can just, all right, you didn't produce this year, we don't want you, bye bye.
Mm,
I feel like it's not like, okay, we want you to work on this, we want you to work on that. It's not like no loyalty. It's just like
mm,
business. And I feel like if you bring in the transfer portal and you have to sit out the year, you'll gain like more loyalty than like more business
mm.
tied to it. Because I mean, the coaches are probably not trying to make it a business, but they slick have to because of how the portal is going. So
That's an interesting take. It's the first time I've heard that. And when you put it like that, of you're basically saying college basketball needs to be more patient, the players and the
yeah,
coaches. And
yeah,
when you're more patient, it will create a better product. That's
yeah,
a really, really good thing. And I've heard. I haven't heard anyone propose that. That's a really good idea.
yeah.
I really like that idea. Now, being a product of multiple transfers yourself, do you believe there should be a limit to the amount of transfers? Or are you a perfect example of why there shouldn't be because you had situations that you had to get out of?
Yeah and no. Growing
Okay.
up, like I went like in high school. I was at a could have transferred to another high school, but I stuck with my high school for 4 years. I really wasn't a transfer person. Like when I did it with Eastern, I transferred only because my coach was retiring. So it's like I had to transfer. But me, when I went to other places, I wanted to stay. I didn't want to leave. I don't like leave. I don't like having to. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having to transfer. So
You were just forced into it.
yeah. So I
So
mean, I was forced, but at the same time, wasn't. One situation I wasn't. So it's like it's a toss up.
So you believe there's situations like coaches leaving, which I agree with this too, that
Yeah.
there should be free reign for those players to leave because why shouldn't they be able to leave if the coach leaves?
Yeah.
Which I completely agree with. Interesting. Now you want to play overseas. You'll play overseas in the future. If you were able to play against an NBA player, who would you want to play against? Who do you look up to the most in the NBA?
KD has always been my favorite player growing up. Now, as I got older, I never really had a favorite player no more because I started liking myself
That's
as my
fair.
favorite
I
player.
can respect that.
But who I like watching play now, I like watching Ant play. Just like he's just so confident. He's so confident. Um, if I had to play Ant, I would play Ant just because like he's a confident player. Like he's a player that's gonna talk smack, and that's gonna back it up, and it's gonna make me want to play harder. Cause like I'm not just because you're in the NBA, I'm gonna respect that you're in the NBA, but I'm not gonna just let you think
Right.
you finna just roll over. I'm not finna roll over just because you're in the NBA. No, like it's gonna be mutual respect. Like at the end of the game, you're gonna be like, you know what? I messed with him. He actually can play because I'm not gonna just sit down and roll over. Like I'm gonna actually play you hard. Like I don't know. Win,
I like
lose, or
that. I like
draw,
that
I'm gonna
answer.
play hard. You're gonna know who I am. That's how it is. Win, lose, or
That's
draw, you're
fair.
gonna know who I am at the end of the day.
That's fair. I think Ant's the only guy in the NBA who's truly himself at all times. Like
Yes.
all these guys are so PR trained now and so
So
conscious about what they
fake.
say. And yeah, exactly. So fake. And Ant's like, no, bring your ass here. I don't care.
Don't care. And I feel like he the only player in the league that's really competitive. I don't really like watching the NBA because he just looks so just up and down, three,
Yeah.
three, three, three. No, Ant when he's out there, no, he looks like he's trying to kill. Like he look like he's playing hard. He play defense hard too. Like last year playoffs when the Timberwolves played, I made sure I was watching him because he was like he didn't care you LeBron. Like that's how I feel. He didn't care that you was LeBron. I'm gonna respect that you LeBron, but he didn't care that you was LeBron. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go at you. So it's like I don't care that you Ant. I'm gonna respect that you Ant, but I'm gonna still go at you. So that's kind of what it is.
I completely agree. What if you played Ant, what would the score be 1-on-1?
What we want to 10?
Go to 11. Yeah. Go to 11.
11.
You get ball first.
Ant big. I'm not gonna lie. He's huge. Okay. Realistically, 8-11. I give him the dub.
Okay. Still confident in yourself, but still realistic and
But
respect his skill.
he's like what 6'4", probably 250. I'm 6'4",
Yeah.
190. Like
No, that's fair.
yeah.
If you weren't playing basketball, what do you think you'd be doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
basketball. Only other thing I do is be my dog or play the game. So basketball.
Okay. Interesting. So when basketball is over, after you play professionally and everything, what do you want to get into?
I say I want to get into coaching, but I'm really not sure. I don't want to be the head coach. I would love to be on the coaching staff, but I don't think I can be the head coach because if you're not playing like me, you're gonna hear it, and you're not probably gonna like it.
So it sounds like you want to stay around the game.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm around it, or I want to be like an analyst, a sports analyst, or a journalist, or something like that. I just want to make sure I'm still around the game. I don't think I could be a trainer. I don't think I could be a trainer at all. But Everything else, yeah.
Interesting. I like that answer. As long as you can stay around the game.
Yeah.
So as we wrap things up, I have a tradition here on this interview series where I ask you to ask a question to the next individual that I will interview. Your question comes from Keon Thompson, who is a guard for SF Austin.
Okay.
He wants to know, what is the culture like at your school at Prairie View A&M from a sports perspective? Are they super supportive? Are you trying to get more support? What does it look like?
I can say they're really supportive. More of the fans. The
Yeah.
fans are very supportive. You can walk on campus and they'll know who you are. They'll be like, hey, you play great. Like they'll just let you know how, like, you know what I'm saying? So and that feels good. Of course you would like to hear from other people how you play. Like it feels good that other people on the campus feels like you are important enough to go watch. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, what would your question be for the next person I interview?
That's a good one. Ooh. It can be anything, like
Anything you
basketball.
want. It doesn't have to be basketball. You can ask a basketball-wise question. You can just ask something about life, anything.
Oh, I want to know if you had what shoe would you hoop in permanently? You know, it could be Adidas or Nike. I'm more of a Nike person. I hate Adidas. Sorry, Adidas, but I hate Adidas. So I can't wait till I'm able to play in Nike. But
Okay.
I wonder what shoe would you, baby, if you had to hoop in one shoe for the rest of your life? It don't have to be a Pacific shoe. It could just be like, say, like a Kobe 6 or like a Greek 3, whatever, a Greek 2. Like, whatever shoe, what would you hoop in? What shoe would you hoop in permanently?
I like that. I like that question. As we wrap up, what's one thing that you want the viewers to know about you, Dontae?
Hey, I'm just a cool guy. I love basketball. I just want to do great in life with basketball. That's the only thing.
I like that. I like that. Well, thank you for your time, Dontae. Thank you. Good luck the rest of the season. Until next time. Until next week. Thank you.
Yes, sir.